Hello, welcome. I'm not really sure how everything is going, so we might have some technical difficulties in the beginning, but we shall try. Um, do we have sound? How- I I have my setup a little awkward, so I can't reach the keyboard. So if anyone can hear me, please let me know, and I will try my best. Great. Um, I should. Hi, Jordy. Hi, Pepkins. Hi, Jacob. As I said, this is really awkward. I can't see anything, but just let me know if anything is off, and I will try and fix it. It would be nice if I could see what I'm doing. um, so I am going to try to finish coloring this one, which is the yesterday's 80 ACO April, and I guess I should. So if you can't tell, I'm really nervous again, and I don't really know what I'm doing, but I guess it will be fine. Um, So if you don't know, I am doing ACO April, which it was created by Claire from Black Summer Coloring, and so if you are here from, so if you're looking at this in the future, you know what I'm doing, but yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's okay. It feels like it's a little difficult to know. Yeah, great. Dark Wiza, thanks for letting me know. Um, so I did the coloring of the background last night before going to bed, but I don't have a clear idea what I want to do with the characters, but I think we can work something out. And so I think we're doing some kind of, should start with her. I should probably have brought out this one before, which is my little short. So we'll see how I can which colors we should pick. So how is everyone doing? Did you have a nice weekend? I didn't go to the forest, like I said, on Instagram. I live streamed on Friday on Instagram, which was really nerve-wracking but a lot of fun. So but man, I was tired afterwards. I was really exhausted, so I went straight to bed after the stream, and my partner, we basically just said hello to each other and went to bed. So nothing really. Yeah, there were no energies for anything else. So I am imagining that I might feel the same after this one, but that's okay. I want to try it at least and see how I like it. So yeah, it's nice of her to take them for a few hours. I can imagine. I think just having one is bad enough at times, so I can imagine that two little boys might be a struggle sometimes. But yeah. It's nice to have a lazy Sunday. I kind of miss Instagram, the way that I could see the chat more easily. But I was considering maybe trying the YouTube on the live streaming from my phone, but I did want to try and see how live streaming on the with the webcam and OBS might work, and ideally there would be I can imagine that they are hurricanes. Ideally I would like to have some sort of face cam too, even though that's even more scarier, but I think it's a good way to connect with people if they see you at the same time. But that might have to be later if I decide that this is something that I would like to do more of. But we'll see. So I don't really know what I'm doing. But we want perhaps the and I can imagine that there are it's a little bit laggy here, but hopefully the quality is nice at least. I think our internet isn't complaining too much, so that's always good. But yeah, so we didn't go to the forest yesterday, but we did go today, and it was a lot of fun. My daughter, who is 2.5, really enjoyed walking in the forest, exploring. So that was a lot of fun. We but she of course found a puddle that she had to dip her butt in, so I had to start the washer when we got back. But that was, she had fun, so it's okay. We and today my partner is actually home, so if you hear him in the background, you know what the noise is about. He usually, or at least have been for the most part, during this past while, been working late on Sundays, but today they didn't have anything to do, so he got home a little earlier. Um, so maybe not the best choice, but right now I think I'm experimenting a little bit, since I am a little bit nervous. And if I start to mumble, I do apologize. I well, the partner thing, I guess in Swedish the term is sambo, uh, which so we are not married, so it's but we are living together and we have a daughter together. So I don't know if there's another term. Now he's making noises. Say hello. But yeah, I don't really know. No problem, Tabitha. It's I don't really know how to when I say, because he's not my husband, so it feels wrong saying that, even though yeah. So I don't know how else to explain him, because boyfriend sounds because we're living together, so he's more than a boyfriend, if that makes sense. So yeah. Oh, good. um I think I am ruining this, but I decided not to line it beforehand. I wanted more uh, the lineless look. I might line it afterwards, but I'm not really sure. Yep. So what are you drawing right now, Pumpkins? And I'm sitting a little bit farther from the screen, and my eyesight isn't the best, as we have mentioned before with the. So this is also hard, not sticking my head closer to the camera, but so it's hard to read what you're saying, but I think I can make it out. And if anyone has anything they would like me to talk about that might help, because I don't know. I Oh, is it like do you need to go to a dentist or something? yeah, life partner does sound better. Yeah, I think doing more might be easier. It would, and I think it is fun. So it's a fun way to meet people. So because I am a little shy and I am not the best at communicating because I feel really insecure sometimes about commenting on people's stuff. So it's not that I'm ignoring people. I don't know how. Ah, watercolor galaxy sounds really beautiful. Uh, and hmm, I don't know what you should draw. uh, maybe something dragons, maybe. Let's see. Um, no, that sounds horrible. I hope you can get some help for that. It sounds really awful. Um, I, hello, Claire. I am coloring this little, I guess it's an antler girl or a fawn. Fawn? Is it fawn? I can't remember. And a little, her little friend and her little stuffed doll. And oh, exciting! Dragons are cool, so you do that. Um, I don't know if I have any really good. Yeah, I think color picking colors are really difficult, and I don't really. I think I'm struggling a little bit myself. It's um, it's one of those things that I think might be better if you not. It can be easier if you use reference and do studies, which I should be doing more, but uh, right now I have a difficult time doing sitting down and doing studies, but I think they are beneficial if that is something that might. Uh, Thank you, Kimberly. Sorry, Kimberly. Um, I I lost myself again. Yeah, colors. So here I am thinking for the background, I wanted it to be sort of a springy forest feeling because I'm looking forward to spring, and so I wanted that feeling. So I went with a lot of um, yellow greens and a little blue greens and greens, and I am imagining that I want her to be a little darker than I normally do, but it isn't really coming across. So, um, and I think I want Bunny Creature to be sort of, Yeah, I haven't really decided if I want to go with more of a earthy or normal coloring, or if I should do yeah, so here is the part when I don't know what I'm talking about. So I don't really have any good tips on coloring, choosing colors. I think most of the time I just go with my gut. Um, yeah, the favorite color thing is also very difficult because I don't. It really depends. But I think purple is a favorite of, but I actually really do love sort of this the green, teal, blue stuff, if that makes sense. So, what is everyone else's favorite color? I have to, Kimberly, I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but I will perhaps try and do um, another video on that topic when I can kind of plan it out a little bit better. So I hope that I can do that sometime. Now I'm looking for my markers and I don't know what I want, but a lot of great colors. It's so difficult choosing just one, I think. But yeah, purple is the one that I always end up going back to. Good to know. Pinks are beautiful too, so I wonder, I will have a little coffee break. But Then what is your favorite color? The dark Lisa. Yeah. It's difficult to choose. I am putting off making choices, I think, here. So it will take me much longer than it would normally do, I think, but that's okay. I'm having fun, so maybe I should just purple and blue are lovely colors too. Do you have my little, should use it? Yeah, it's really because a shade, a tone really can be. Yeah, I know what what you're talking about. Mm, I wonder. For some reason, I feel unsure about how to go about stuff, but I guess we should go with my usual purple shadow things. This is where it should have been beneficial to do some studies beforehand, but I haven't, so we're winging it. And just let's do some quick. So I'm whispering again. I'm sorry. It's a bad habit I have when I'm concentrating, and so yell at me if I start to just not make any sense. So I technically am a day behind on so this is day 7. I should be doing 8 too, so, but yeah, I had a little bit of a trouble coming up with something to draw last night, so I actually went back to one of my older sketchbooks. So this Tabitha is actually one of the sketches I did for one of I think it was maybe the first trade we did together, the one with the antler girl under the mushroom with the snail and what was the other thing? Ladybug, I think. So I found a little sketch of the antler girl that I did. So this is a different one, but I liked how that looked, so I had to do something again with it. So that's where the inspiration for this one came. I'm coloring outside. Sorry for that. I can't really see what I'm doing. If this had been a speed paint video, I would have sped it up so he wouldn't have noticed that I was going outside. But now I can't hide it. And I want her to have brown hair, I think. So I think we should do that. So So I don't know what I should say next. So any suggestion is welcome. I have so what are do you think it's I think I will definitely do. Hi Anne, welcome. I am coloring this little antler girl and the creatures. I'm glad you can make it. I'm I'm lost for things to say. So if you have any things you would like me to talk about, just this paper is I've taken to the habit to write it down. So can you read it? No. It's the Daler and Rowney Bristol board airbrush paper, and it's a 250 gram GSM. I don't really know how much that is in the other, but it's that. Thank you, Anne. I hope I can bring it all together in the end. I decided not to do lines in the beginning. I might do it later, but I am going. I might want a softer look. I haven't decided just yet, so we'll see. No, I'm sorry. I'm really. I should probably mark some kind of. Oh, where's my stuff? I will be right back. Let's get a little tape, masking tape, so that I can sort of mask off where I'm not supposed to go lower than. Let's see where we are. Yep. Somewhere here. Yeah, I need I need something to keep me on the right side. Yeah, I do like her bangs too. I hope I can make it work. Now I want, what do I want to do next, I think. So her hands maybe should be a good way to go, perhaps. But this paper and so this was the the one I did on the live stream, was Taylor & Brownie Smooth Heavyweight paper and 220 gram GSM. So they do perform a little bit different. I think that's how you can say it, but and I don't, this paper, it's not as easy to go over with colored pencils or colored crayons, as some say afterwards. But it's you can get more richer colors, I think, with this paper. But, oh, excuse me. But I mean, the paper to choose with markers is really do make a difference. So finding your favorite one is hard, I think, but it's the one. Ooh. Does anyone else have any favorite paper that they are using with? If you're sorry, if you're using markers, which are your favorite papers to use? I know there is that famous Copic blending card or something like that, but it's really difficult to get a hold of here in Sweden. So I know we've talked about paper before, Pepkins, but yeah, I can't remember. And I've been curious about that hammer mill paper too, but it's also one of those things that is difficult here in Sweden to get a hold of. At least I haven't found them, but I've heard good things about that too, so I would like to try it sometime. And I don't think I've tried the delator paper, but yeah, it's the smooth heavyweight is really particular. It's different. It's yeah, it's strange, but I kind of found a way to make it work for me. So that's the beauty, that we are different, so we all have our favorites, and so um, now I'm reading what you're saying. Crap. So the Strathmore papers are also, excuse me, really difficult to get a hold of, at least where I haven't found them easily here in Sweden. And the bee paper I don't really know much about, but I saw that Jamie, now I can't remember her name, but uh, used that one, and it looks really nice. Um, yeah, I think that it was that Express It blending card that I've heard is really popular, but you don't have to Papkins though. But I still need to try the papers you sent me before. But I'm a little precious of them. I do prefer Bristol boards too, so marker paper tends to be so flimsy. Let's see. I need to try using markers and watercolors like you do, Pepkins, but I did have some bad experience where, yeah, it was real strange on one of my paintings, and I haven't tried it since, but I I might have to try it again. Hi, Janka, how are you doing? We're talking paper right now, and I'm I'm such a slow reader, so I do apologize for being a little distracted. uh, Strathmore, yeah, it's interesting that we all have that there are such different that are. Now I'm trying to think. Uh, but yeah, I let's let's move on. Yeah, dragon alloy. Yeah, okay. I do like that. So them too. So um, mm, I'm glad you enjoyed them. Uh, now, now I should probably do some drawing. um, but yeah, papers are interesting topic, since it seems to be different what is standard in different parts of the world. So what we can get a hold of easily. Have you started trying that sketchbook, Pepkins, yet? I know you were busy with the March of Robot. Robot. Why can't I say I can't say ro. Not robots. You know what I mean. Yeah, I do. Wolfkey 74 creations. I do prefer right now, at least, working smaller. But I kind of would like to start doing bigger things as well. But I've been right now. It's really nice doing small things so that you can feel a sense that you have completed things. I really like that. I know the feeling. It's really difficult when you're really precious of the sketchbook, so don't stress it. Use it when you're ready. I think I've found that I do prefer the cheaper sketchbooks because then I don't have to worry like that in the same way. But I do know what you're talking about. So yeah, starting on the second page is a good idea. I actually made a sketchbook with watercolor papers that I was planning to do for the month of April, but then I found this challenge and I wanted to do that before, so but because I wanted to explore watercolors a little bit more. I used to do a lot more, but I have been mainly doing markers for a while. I did some of the cards for the word that I can't say, but for the ATC, Adapt with Friends, but I would like to learn more. And when I see your watercolor pieces, Papkins, I really would like to learn to make such beautiful things too, because watercolors are really beautiful. And I also gouache. I've seen that you have used a lot of gouache, and it is something that I also would like to do more of. Excellent. Hi, little redhead. Um, um, uh, um, now my head is a little fried, but yeah, cyan Ingard. Well, in doing one project at a time might be a good thing. it's so that you don't overdo it for put it too much on your plate. So there's always next year, because I think this will I at least would like to do it next year as well. So and it's a good thing that Jamie did. I should try to be better with that too. So doing I think I hope at least that sketch, because that paper isn't so precious, so it wouldn't feel so bad to use it. Hopefully, that's what I'm aiming for at least. So now I'm wondering what I should do with, because it was really hard coloring while streaming, but so do you want me to continue coloring this, or should I sketch the next day? I can continue, but I'm a little bit stuck with what I want for the colors right now. So if anyone has suggestions, I'm open for it. How long have I been streaming? 51. I don't know. Maybe like I did with this one, I should maybe just let it rest a little bit so that I can come back to it. So maybe either sketch the next one or do some sketches in my sketchbook. So I think we should do it got a little hot in here, so I have to take off my sweater. But let's maybe start with doing some sketches at least, so that I can just get started, sort of. And this sketchbook I'm using right now is the one from Tiger that I received on my birthday. So, oh, come back. There, I think. I cut my ECO cards myself. I know that you can buy them pre-cut, but I kind of prefer cutting them myself. Lets me sort of choose what paper I want, so it is easier for me to cut them myself, and I do have the supplies to do it, so it's no problem. So I usually, when I do that, I do sort of a batch of cards so that I have a stack. So I keep all my pre-cut, not that I cut myself, in this little container, and I have different different types of cards here. So we have some recycled paper, some watercolor paper, and the gray Canson. I'm not really sure what it's called, but I have different of those. and these are Viking paper, watercolor paper. Hi, hi. It is Anki, right? I can't remember if that was your avatar, but Gamini. I can't say it. But welcome. Right now I am just going to sketch a little bit because I was working on this card. Focus, please. Yeah, I thought I recognized it. Anke. I think it broke. Come back to us. Come back. Yeah. I was working on this one, but I'm letting it sit a little bit while I sketch something else. But let's see if it works, because it seems like my focus doesn't want to work with this. I wonder if it's too... If I will try it. How are you doing, Anke? Is the little ones sleeping? Hello, Loni. Welcome. We are just sketching right now. Because I don't know what to do. But we'll see. So if I'm open for suggestions, just like I was on Instagram when I sketched in my sketchbook, if anyone has suggestions so that we can draw something together. Oh, I hope they will be better soon, because that I can imagine that is really difficult. Luckily, my little one has been rather well. We had some sickness 2 weeks ago, I think, when we more or less the whole family were down. But I think we're doing okay again. cyanic. I usually, for the longest time I have some, um, I cut down because I send them, I can show you. So, so I have these bubble things that I use to send issues in, and I often back them on simple cardboard that I cut down to size, and then I make it to a little package with some silk things. I think that's how it's called. And nowadays I do this is cellophane, I think it's called. But nowadays I use sleeves, and then I tape the upsides so that even if it would be wet, it's a little bit more protected. Um, but there's these things as well. I bought some, but I haven't used them a bunch, where you can put them in a sleeve and then in this, and then it's more sturdier. It's a plastic thing. I don't know if you can. But yeah, so I have sadly at least one that has been damaged, and I think that one got caught in the sorting machine. But other than that, for every ACO I have sent, nothing has been damaged, luckily, more than that one. So it's really scary sometimes sending off original ACOs, just because you never know with the post. Now we have yeah. There's something I don't know how to really. Maybe we should just sketch some on some cards instead, just so the camera can have something. So I don't really know what we want. Yeah, I totally understand you. It's really scary sometimes sending off, but like I said, it's been working really good with those, so that system. But Pepkins sends her. I don't have any of those envelopes now, but in a yeah, you can. Could you explain like Pepkins if you have the time? Because you send out a lot of ACOs, so you are the expert. Yeah, yeah. Shoot me some requests. a ferry could be fun. So I think we should go with lagoon, willow, mossy creatures. Yeah, mossy creature. I'm thinking. Let's. I don't really know what you mean with the lagoon part, but I can definitely try a mossy creature and a little fairy. So we have the so it probably will look like a little troll-ish, but that's fun, maybe. You can't see with that pen, so let's go with. Should have a little fairy thing. Yeah, so check out what Patton's wrote, and that is really good advice. Sian, I think he was, who asked. Mossy creature. Yeah, I think I will do the mossy creature. The lagoon one, yeah, I think I know. Don't be sorry. It's nice. I'm excited to see those when you post it, when I check Instagram later. I'm sorry that I am so slow with commenting on things. I just am having a little bit, I don't know, it's difficult, but I with social media sometimes I need the break, even though I would like to be more active. That But yeah, that's another topic for another day. So here I am. Can you see anything? This paper, I don't want to be too hard on it, but I think it might be picking up to very not so good. So I don't really know how we should go about this, because I think the whole point is that you can see what I'm doing, but hmm. And a mossy creature. I wonder if it should be sort of like yeah. I also when it comes to commenting, it feels like the only thing I say is that things are beautiful, or all those things, because I can't English either. It feels like I do want to say more, but it's really difficult. But so maybe one day it will be easier. But yeah. So I do know what you mean, Anke. And sometimes I do, this is so stupid, but in my head, when I read the comments, I do reply in my head, and then I think I did reply, but I didn't. So it's it can be really silly sometimes. Yeah, I think I need to play a little bit more with the settings. So hopefully, when I do another live stream, things can be a little better, be a little better. But uh, I won't be much longer. I don't know, because I am going to be going to work training tomorrow. I don't know how to explain it, but I have work tomorrow, so I need to be in bed sort of in a decent time. And with my partner, we should probably say something to each other before going to bed. So, well, yeah, I will be a little longer, but not much. Yeah, it's really difficult with the with the language. Um, so what is your first language? Sian Sianing? Or yeah. Uh, and I totally I think it was more obvious, perhaps, at least, or maybe it just was me, but since there were people commenting, my sister among one of them, in in the Instagram live stream. So I kind of, when you jump between thinking in different languages, it's sort of like it's sort of male functions in a way. If, so it can be really difficult sometimes. And sorry, I do not speak French. I know a little bit of Dutch, but or German, but I mean, but that's pretty much it. So I am my native language is Swedish, and I know English and some German, but as I said, not much. Ah, hello. Uh, uh, I don't know any Finnish words, but we're really close. I can't, Anke. It's just like, um, ich heiße Annika und ich ich bin, no, I can't remember. Ich heiße Annika. You see, I don't. uh, but there are such similar um, words between German and Dutch, Swedish, so I can understand some things, especially when it's written. You can kind of make things out, sort of. I don't know where we're going with this one, though. I want the whole mossy creature to. Thanks, thank you. Like I said, I haven't really. Yeah, it's been years. It's a turtle, sort of. No. I wonder. Hmm. I should probably. No, I don't think I can say that, Axel. I'm sorry, and I don't really know what you said before that, so I'm sorry. I I'm not going to try because I know I would mess that up. I should probably try to do something about the autofocus though next time, because I think it's really annoying. So I do apologize for that. Hopefully things will be better next time. And perhaps I should try live streaming on YouTube on my phone next time just to see what the difference is, because I feel like this is it's good that you think so. I feel like I was a little better with social social bit in my on Instagram though, but and I'm so but you can't always be on. I don't know what I was going to say. Play with words, yeah, I'm sure it's a lot of fun, but when you I as I said, I am struggling with the words as it is, so some of those things just goes over my head, and it's not the easiest things to know, but I can imagine that it can be fun. I wonder if so this is looking more like a rock thing, but I guess it's a mossy creature. It could be cute. I maybe I should check that. Thank you, Anne. It is difficult. I will try and see if I can just quickly change things, just so that it's not as jumpy. Let me know if you can spot a difference. That's yeah, this live streaming thing is is definitely going to be a learning thing. Is do you think it's can you see the or should I change the settings some more? It's so difficult seeing what is happening on the screen. Inte riktigt focused. I'm talking to my partner. he's coming to the rescue, hopefully. Så almost. Det borde bli där ungefär. yeah, we'll see if it makes any difference. Great. Thank you for the suggestion. It really helped. Now I'm starting to sound like a teenage boy. But we'll go a little bit longer. It would be nice at least to have the idea for this thing this day too, so that I can color it tomorrow evening, because I don't think I will have much time during the day when my daughter is awake. So, and as I said, I have a work training tomorrow, so I am away a few hours, and then I'm pretty exhausted when I come home. So, but hopefully I can art a little bit when I during the evening. I will try to remember to do that, Pumpkins. Um, I probably should have announced that I was live with the stories, but I think I went in a little too quick. So and now we're going soon. I'm going to end. So the it's maybe not. It would be a little cruel to have people come over from Instagram at this point, but next time I will be better prepared, so hopefully it will go a little smoother. I would perhaps I should do some sort of background for it though. And like I said, I'm pretty new to this whole live streaming thing, but it is fun, so, and it's nice to have some company while I'm drawing, so thank you very much for coming here and joining. Even if you're just watching, it really means a lot, because I know, like I said before, that it is you don't always have things to say, or you don't know how to say them. Should it have a mouth, or should it just be like this? this, perhaps? Hmm. And I'm so used to, because I do edit my audio when I do commentary for my YouTube videos, except on the, you know, the ones where I draw live, then I can't. But so it is a little scary just leaving it like this. So I do apologize if you're watching this in the future after the live stream if I don't make much sense, but yeah, it's difficult. But it's I think perhaps this one is yeah, I can see what you mean, Joanne. I don't tend to talk to myself that much, so it is either. So commentary can be tricky when you don't know what you say. Blip, 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 blip. I think. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I think I want to do a quick one, a sketch one again, just to see. So if anyone has you don't have to talk. It means ooh, my brain. So it really means a lot, and just to have you here. It's yeah, it really means a lot. So don't feel pressured to say anything. Hello, hubby. Any suggestion for or request for the next one? I might as well just sketch another one so that I can just focus on coloring tomorrow. So I won't be much more than a half an hour more, but I think I have a little bit more in me before I just need to go. I wonder if I can do my sketchbook now. Yes, let's do a mermaid. It's I know it's so silly of me, but I kind of have been just telling myself, no, you cannot draw a mermaid until it's time, which is really silly. Ooh, a dryad is also a good idea. Hey Jen! Yeah, I do love making mermaids, so I don't know why I'm so hard on myself for not letting myself draw them more, but so I'm really excited for next month, and I'm really hoping that I can actually finish it this year. It is, yeah, I really want to, so I will have to put it. Yeah, Joanne, you're right. It should be always. Uh, so let's let's do a mermaid. I feel like we should. Can you? Ooh, shop owner. Hmm. Uh, uh, that's tempting too. How can we combine? Maybe but then I should probably look at some references. Uh, oh, you don't have to. You can just do one if you're inspired. You should not force it. So, oh, no. Uh, I haven't really looked into that whole April. Um, yeah, it seems like fun. That's a really good idea, Jan. Uh, you have to look at that prompt, adventure April 2, because like you said, we could do it later. It's good to have prompts to take from. So how would a mermaid have a little shop? Let's think about that. Because that's a really good idea. So, but I think that needs a sketchbook page. Um, yeah, under the I'm sorry for the coughing. It starts, the speaking thing starts to take its toll, but I do. Now I am really inspired to do the. Can you see? I'm not going to attempt to say that, Joan. uh, I always have trouble. We have sort of similar things that we say in Swedish. So, pappa hänger upp hinkar i taket. Pappa hänger upp hinkar i taket. So yeah, I can't even translate that, but yeah, it can get a whole lot of meaning to it when you say it fast. So maybe like there's a duck, and I think it's a duck, but yeah, and she is having her little stand under the, because here's the that doesn't look like much, but I know what I'm drawing, sort of. Um, and this is the time when doing small things might not always be the best, but you know. So the mermaid shopkeeper is here waiting for making a sale, perhaps. So this is just for me to get the basic down. If I were to do it like more proper, I would look at more reference, I think, because I don't know how to do the shop. If we should do sort of like these, like I see in movies with these lemonade stand things, and you have like for sale, and now we're coming to the part where I can't speak, but that's okay. So, but maybe I should. We have maybe work better as a landscape one. Does anyone else have that when you're doing these sort of monthly challenges where you sort of tell yourself that you can only draw a certain way, or like a portrait or a landscape? I am stupid like that too, and tell myself that I can only do sort of like certain things, but that's sometimes it works better if you draw some drawings in a way. Another, yeah, you know. And here is the fish customers waiting for. Yeah, this one has a little net and is going to buy from this mermaid who is waiting here. Or maybe it should be a merman. No, it's a mermaid. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Do you have any sort of tips that you tell yourself to get over that, or do you tend to and to yeah, try and do some landscapes one too, because I think some picture, as I said, some pictures are better, not better, but you can get another feeling if you use, you know, and I can't speak, but you know, that's nothing new. I don't think that she would. My imagination has at least started, so that's always good. But I am so for something like that, I would sort of just do these rough sketches first, just so that I can get a feeling. And sometimes I do enjoy sort of the first thing I draw, but I kind of say that I need to at least draw some more things before I settle on nothing. Just because you can come up with better ideas, or more appealing ideas at least. I don't know how to say that, but you know. So if I can, I do multiple sketches, and they are often very rough. So can you see what I'm doing? Um, yeah. That is what I thought with Inktober. I sort of had a little set thing that I told myself that I would do so that it would look good in a book. So it's a good thing maybe when you have an end product in mind. But yeah, we both maybe need to work on it. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, an octopus would be a great customer. Uh, that totally makes sense, and I think that is sort of, let's see, and that is also when I should probably use some reference because I can't remember at the moment how they are looking, but they are, and I would imagine that there would be sort of a line, so maybe the octopus would be, it should perhaps be in front, so before the other fish. Now I can't remember how they look, even though I should probably, but that's what more sketches would be great for. So this looks sort of like, I don't know, but what would she be selling then? Should she be selling sort of like some equivalent to lemonade, or let's do a quick search just so that I can I'm searching. That's why I go a little quiet. So we go to Google and let's see if we can find some inspiration. You never know what you're getting though when you do Google searches, so but yeah, I am looking forward to do more mermaids in next month. Yeah, maybe that could be a good idea. And seaweed sandwich. Another difficult word. I wonder how. So I won't be finishing this idea, but I am definitely going to do something with it because this is a really fun idea, and I would definitely like to see how it could turn out in the end. And I would imagine that. Oh, sorry. I would imagine that this would have been a a fun, a larger illustration. So maybe it has to be that, but we'll see. And I guess it would be, we would have some other fishes standing in line as well, so maybe some sort of eel stuff, which I can't remember either, but that's okay. Yeah, that would also work, Dark Wizard. I would definitely show you on Instagram when it's done, and perhaps even if I save it for a mermaid. I always have such difficult time saying. I either say the wrong thing, but yeah, I will show you, of course. Or if nothing else, it would be showing up in one of my sketchbook videos later on. But I'm still, I think I'm on sketchbook number, would it be 6? I would show you next from last year. And this is my, let me think, it's my 3rd of 2018, so we have some sketchbooks to catch up on. So maybe next week you'll get one of those. We'll see. It depends. So, but I thought that I would leave this live stream up, so it would count as a video this week because I didn't have time to do another one. But yeah. I will have to look at where that is, Joan, because I don't from the top of my head know what that is. But necklaces would also work. Maybe it could be sort of like a. If I would do, I would imagine that if I did a larger illustration, I would maybe have multiple shopkeepers, mermaid shopkeepers. But that's also a good idea, Jan. She would sell things that she collected from the land people. Yeah, that would be yeah. So many ideas in my brain. I should probably write that down. Okay, so yeah, we'll have to look that up to see what those are. So yeah, I think as I said, my brain is kind of going. We have some bad connections also, so I don't know if I was cut off, but yeah, we won't go much further though, so I will have to show you the finished sketches on Instagram later. And today is for me it's the 8th, but it's not. So I will have to crew. And yeah, so I think it's a good place to sort of stop. I apologize for being sort of all over the place because, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. But to recap, we started coloring or continued coloring this, but which is number 7 of my ACO April's card, which is a monthly challenge again, created by Black Summer Coloring, and I have put a link in the description to this live stream, so you should definitely go check it out if you are curious. And I also sketched this little creature, a fairy and a mossy creature, suggested by the chat. I think it was Pepkins and Anke who came with those. And then we started thinking about a mermaid who sells things. And yeah, this is definitely something I would like to flesh out some more because it's a really fun idea. And thank you very much, everyone who contributed to the suggestions. Jan, Joan, I think it was, and Anne, and Dark Wiza. So I am going to stop the live stream here. I would like to say a big thank you for coming in and watching, and I hope to be live streaming again soon, hopefully with some less technical difficulties and such. But yeah, so thank you everyone for joining in. I really appreciate it, and yeah. I